Hey y'all, it's your girl Tiana. I can only be me. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm about to get in here and we kicking this series off of purging the deep freezer, the refrigerator freezer, my stand-up freezer, the refrigerator, and the cabinets. Okay, so this is video 1 of the purge. So tonight what I'm gonna be making is some cabbages, curry chicken, some cornbread, and some rice, and yeah, some cornbread and some rice. Now normally in my curry chicken I like to add potatoes, but I ain't got no potatoes, so I'm gonna make do what I got. I hope you guys enjoy this video, y'all. This is gonna be really interesting, trying to put these meals together with only what I have left in my house. So y'all, welcome to all my new subscribers and welcome to all my old subscribers. And if this is your first time coming to my channel, y'all go and check out some of my videos. If you like it, then you subscribe, and please don't forget to hit that notification bell to the right so that you will be notified each and every time I upload a video. Okay, so y'all, let's get this started. Okay, so I'm gonna be trying to measure for y'all. So what I got here is my chicken, and I got some legs and some thighs, so I cut them up. This is the other part of that leg, and this is a portion of a thigh, and so I cut them up into small pieces like this, y'all. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be adding all my seasonings to this and let this marinate a little bit until I get everything together like I need it. Okay, all right, hold on one second. So I'll tell y'all what I got as I go along. So this is some curry powder, and yes, I'm gonna add the curry powder to the meat to marinate it, but I'm also gonna be adding curry powder to my pan to burn it first. Okay, so I'm gonna add, this is a tablespoon of curry powder, so I'm gonna use a tablespoon and a half of curry powder on the meat itself. Okay, then I'm gonna add a tablespoon of garlic. I got my Tony seasoning. If you don't have Tony seasoning, then you can just use regular seasoning salt. So I'm gonna add a teaspoon of the Tony seasoning. I'm gonna skip over the salt for right now. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of the onion powder. Okay, just a little teaspoon of the paprika. I don't want to take away from the curry, but I just had to add me some paprika. Okay, so I'm gonna add, let me see how much I'm gonna add. Hold on. Okay, so that's a teaspoon of the thyme leaves. I mean, a half a teaspoon, sorry. Half a teaspoon of thyme leaves. A teaspoon of the complete seasoning. And this is the thyme. Okay. Now, I have some poultry seasoning. And that was a tablespoon. So I'm adding a tablespoon of the poultry seasoning. Okay. Then I have some celery salt. This is why I said I was skipping over it. So I have a teaspoon of celery salt. Black pepper I'm going to be using, and I did take it off the lower, and that's why I have to look for something. And I try to prepare it. Black pepper I'm going to be using, bless me Jesus, a quarter teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay. And I'm also going to be adding 3 bay leaves to this because they're so small, so I'm going to add 3 bay leaves. Okay. To this, I'm going to be adding a can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to drain it because I don't need no more liquid. So I'm going to drain them. So I'm going to add the diced tomatoes to that. And it's just regular plain diced tomatoes. You can use the diced tomatoes with the chilies if you like. whatever your preference is, okay? Then we're gonna just give this a good mix around, y'all, and let this marinate for about a good 30 minutes. Normally I like to marinate it, you know, overnight, but it don't matter. Just let it marinate for about 30 minutes and you good. Okay? So while I'm letting this marinate, I'm going to be putting on my rice and stuff, and then I will be coming back. Then I'll come back. But if you like to add potatoes to this, I will let y'all know if I remember at what point you add your potatoes, okay? So yeah, just get this all mixed up real good and let it marinate. And if I need salt or whatever, I'm gonna wait till I get to cooking it to know if I need any salt or anything, because I've added what, 2 things already that have salt in it, maybe 3. So yeah, just get that a good mix and then just let that marinate just like that, and then I'll be back. I forgot to tell y'all, I got some bell peppers, some yellow, red, and green and orange bell peppers. So I'm gonna be also adding this to this here and let it marinate together. And I'm gonna cut up me 1 small onion in here and let that marinate with it too as well, okay? So I just wanted to tell y'all that I forgot I had this sitting over here on the counter, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna cut up one whole small onion, and I'm gonna let this marinate together. And this was about, oh, actually this was 18 pieces of chicken. It was however you want to do it, but this was 18 pieces of chicken. I had legs and thighs, okay? So now look at that. Y'all look at that. Okay. So yeah, and about half a bell pepper of each if you want to use all the colors. Or if you just want to use a green bell pepper, then use just 1 whole green bell pepper and a small onion. Alright, y'all, I didn't feel like cutting up no onions. It's been some time past, but I just came back because I'm finna show y'all something else. But I didn't feel like cutting up an onion, so I just put some minced onion on there and just going on about my business. But I didn't come back for that. That's been sitting already for about 15 minutes now, probably even longer than that, okay? So what I was coming back to show y'all was this cabbages. Okay, so I got my frozen cabbages that was in the deep freezer, y'all. So I'm gonna add me some chicken seasoning to this. I already got some water down in there, and it really don't have no seasoning to it, so that's why I'm seasoning it up. And I added about a teaspoon of chicken seasoning. I'm gonna add some minced onion to this because I'm being lazy. Don't feel like cutting no onions, and I might need my onions that I got left later on down this journey. Okay. So I got some black pepper I'm adding to this. I'm just seasoning up my cabbages, y'all. That's all I'm doing. And then I'm gonna add me some of this Tony seasoning to this child. Yes. So I add about a teaspoon of that. And I'm gonna add about a 1/4 teaspoon of celery salt. So I'm gonna give all this a good mix up in here. So now I got me some grease right here that I be using to fry my chicken and stuff in. I haven't really drained it yet, but I ain't gonna pour no crumbs in there, so I'm gonna just pour about a tablespoon of that in there. And I was just about to get ready to drain it, so I say, well, I ain't gonna drain it till I do what I got to do with it right now. So let me add a little bit more water to this. Me personally, I like fried cabbages, but my husband, he don't like fried cabbages. So he like his cabbages swimming in water. So that's what I'm about to do for him. Make him some soupy cabbages like he like them. I don't know why he like it like that, but he just do. So these pretty much was done. Only thing I had to do was season them up or whatever. And that's about it. So now I'm gonna get the lid back on this. I got my rice on. And I'm gonna let that go and let all them seasonings come together. So now I got all that. Y'all, this meat been It's been marinating about 15, 20 minutes. I told y'all 30 minutes, but I ain't got time to wait, honey. So, let me pour some of this oil in here. And I'm going to be using, I use probably about a tablespoon. Y'all know I'm original. I'm just going to keep it real because on and off camera, this is what I would have did. So, get this oil in here, and now I'm finna take some of this curry powder, and I have 2 tablespoons of it, okay? 2 tablespoons. And what you do is you cook your curry first before you start adding it. You know, burn that curry a little bit. Don't burn it literally, but you know, it's kind of like you cooking it just like you would cook your flour. You cook that curry to bring that flavor through. Let it come on through, and it, you know, it's gonna season up your foods and stuff like you need for it to. It's gonna give it that real curry flavor. So yeah, I'm just cooking this up a little bit. Y'all will see what I'm talking about. It's gonna coat that meat just nicely. You're not gonna have to use all that curry or nothing. Okay, so that's enough right there for me. So now I'm about to get this meat right into the pan. No water yet because it's gonna make its own liquid, y'all. It's gonna make its own liquid. So what I'm gonna do is let me coat this up real quick. You know, get it coated and all that curry we just burned off. And of course, my stove is clean, y'all. You know what? Okay, so I'll turn that down, the rice bowl. Okay, so I'll coat up this meat and all that curry seasoning. I'll turn this up on high because I want this to, it's gonna make its own liquid, but I'm gonna let this meat cook down in its own juices, and I want it to I want the juice to condense down, and then I'll go and add flavor. So I'm gonna leave add liquid if I need to. Okay, so yeah, I got this meat all coated. Look at it, look nice and everything, y'all. And those onions, which I didn't cut up no onions, but you know, I put that dried onion in there, minced onion, and the bell peppers and stuff. Y'all, this is gonna be good. So I got my pan up on high, and I'm gonna let this do what it do. And once it start creating the juice and stuff, I'll come back and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm putting a lid on it, let it create that steam up in there, and let it start releasing all those juices that it's gonna release. And then I'm gonna take the lid off, and then I'm gonna let it burn off like I told y'all I was gonna do from the get-go. Okay, as y'all can see, the juices and stuff done just started coming out. So I'm gonna just add that little juice that was on the meat to it. It's more flavor, y'all. And just get that stirred in. Okay, so I don't need no more liquid right now, so I'm gonna wait and let this finish cooking down. Okay, y'all, so now it has made a lot of liquid, as you can see. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this condense down with the lid off. Okay, I'm gonna let this just cook down in its own juices. with the lid off, okay? And then as I need liquid as a cookout, I will add it as I need it until the meat is done and tender, okay? So that right there, letting it cook down in its own juices, is gonna really like enhance the flavor even more, okay? So yeah, now that's what I'm about to do at this point. And if you would like, at this point, you can add your potatoes so that they can be cooking and getting done at the same time the meat is getting done. Okay, so now, as y'all can see, this done started getting a little thick already, but I don't want it thick yet. So I'm gonna add about a cup of water to this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my meat over to the side and add about a cup of water and mix this on up together. And then it's gonna let this cook down. A little at a time. Yes. Y'all see that? So I'm gonna let that cook down just like that. So now that it's gonna cook down, I'm gonna take my lid and put it on it. I'll let it finish. Oh, look at that. Look at that sauce, y'all, that it's making. Look at this sauce. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice sauce going on top of the meat, on top of your rice. I haven't tasted it yet because I wanted to at least get done before I come in and taste it for salt and stuff. So I will be back whenever I get to that point, okay? Yeah, just let this cook down and continue to get tender. And I have my eye all like on medium high. I'm gonna turn it down to medium. Y'all, I'm over here slipping. Your girl almost forgot to film the end of it for y'all, which my bread's still in the oven. I'm cleaning up my kitchen so I could be done by the time I, have everything cleaned up by the time it's time to eat. And look, I done started packing up food and stuff. So anyway, here's the the curry chicken, and this is the gravy that it made over here, y'all. And then, sorry about the trash can. Hold on. But this is the gravy that it made. Okay. And then here's my cabbages and the rice. So, okay. And here's my cornbread. I just took it out of the oven. So, only thing I'm about to do is take some butter and put it on top of this cornbread. And we finna eat, y'all. It's late here. I had a late start on my dinner. So I'm just trying to get everything cleaned up, and I'm sorry that I done took everything out of the pan, but y'all do get to see it though. You do get to see it. Here it is. Look at that. Look at that curry chicken here. Ooh, child. So, and that's the gravy over there. I didn't want to put all that gravy in my bowl when I get ready to pack it up, because you know how you be digging for the meat and you got so much gravy in there. So I'm separating my gravy from my meat so I can have that, on the side, and I can add as much gravy as I would like, then have too much gravy on my food instead of enough meat. So yeah, y'all, this the meal right here. So I will be back with a picture of the plate.